It's only 94 degrees right now, and it's only like 10 in the morning or something like that. Oh, so, like I said in the preview live stream thing, that was, well, pretty cringy. You know what? I'm gonna start the car to get the AC going just for a little bit. Maybe not start the car, just like. Oh. Turn off. Turn off. There you go. Well, my AC vents don't turn on when the car's off. All the Equinox is on the. Oh. Goddamn door. That's so cool. You can hear the actuator. And then when you push these buttons, if it would focus, nothing at all happens. I need this to work. Because when I'm driving and I smell someone hotboxing in their car while trying to do so, it makes me quite angry. And you can see that it's only 9 a.m. and it's already 86 degrees. Great. That's just amazing. Well, she broke at only 41,000 miles. That's a Chevy for you. Well, guess let's start. So, it is conveniently placed right underneath all this cheap plastic. Yeah, no. What is that? No idea. Clearly the camera doesn't want to focus on it, so you got a bolt right there and a bolt right there. This should then come loose and you can then pop this out from underneath it. I'm still trying. There you go. Still trying to debate whether I want to do it now before I even go buy the part, or if I want to try to drive it with this all exposed, if that's even possible, because I don't know how I'm going to be able to remove this with this Hood Popper 2000 on it. The only one that has this part is pretty far away, and I need to, it's an AutoZone, so I kind of want to be able to go in there with the part in my hand and make sure that they know what they're doing and they give me the right part. So I think I'm just going to do it right now. So I will see you guys when I have the screw out. 2 bolts, I mean, not screw. Okay. Bolt 1 and bolt 2 are out. Let's see what happens when I start pulling on. I imagine this has to come out too. Okay, okay, well that's not going back to where it was. Let me get this thing out. Well, you don't need to remove this off. I thought you had to push that down, which is why it has a nice hole in it with the screwdriver. But that has something to do because I just gave it a little bit of a tug and, well, this just exploded. If this is supposed to be sound insulation, well, it does nothing at all. Hopefully I can remove this, because I can drive like this. But now that you have this removed, you are now exposing one screw right there, and that looks to be it. There's this little like release tab right there you're gonna have to push in. I think that's what that is. Let me push it in. Yeah, that's what it is. Wow, that's actually really quality. I'm actually surprised. Not surprised by this giant mess of wiring that's pushing the whole thing down to where it's like actually bending it. That's like that from the factory, and it's nothing I've ever done. That's great. But the actual part is in here somewhere, like right there. But you can't see it still until you get this crap out. But it won't happen until you get that out, so I'm going to try to see if I can disconnect this from this piece of plastic, and I will see. Wow, that went really, really well. I simply just put a screwdriver right there, pry it up, it slid right on out. If I pull on that, it should pop my hood. I'm not going to because I don't need to open, but hopefully I don't forget that's dangling right there. And oh, what is this guy doing on me? Get off of me, garden spider. Get. Living in my car rent-free. Unreal. Let's see if this is the same size. These two bolts are a 7, I believe. Yep, that's a 7, just like the other two bolts are right here and right there. Oh. You can see this is the jet back and tit. That must be the titanium gray, which it looks tan to me and on camera, so I don't know what they're calling that color for. I'm not sure it's behind there. Well, you guys can see in there. Looks like nothing. Looks like there's gonna be more of that white soundproofing underneath this plastic thing. So let's go ahead and pull it off, and we should be able to see our part then. Oh, we do have to remove the OnStar module after this, or at least slide it out of place. Okay, so I've just discovered something. This is the screw that I just took out, and these are the screws that hold on the panel. So you want to make sure you don't get this and this screw mixed up, because you're going to cause some serious damage. I just mixed those bolts together. That's great. Probably going to forget about that and break something. Alright, so let's push that in, drop her down, push that in, ease her on down. She is going to be, oh, you can't see it because, one second, there you guys go. There is actually a stupid GM crappy push pin right there that you have to remove somehow. They did the right thing and they put the thing for the screwdriver all the way up there where you can't get to it. Isn't that just so kind of them? Isn't that just so nice? But, yeah. What if I can get you guys? So the part's going to be like right behind that. You can see one of the screws for it is right there. It's right behind this. You just have to remove those two screws that have Loctite on it. That'll be nice and fun to get out. There's a slightly decent amount of room to get a screwdriver in there. Oh! Well, there you go. You see that green thing right there is? That's what you're looking for. Let's try to get this push pin out. Holy crap, I got it with just a screwdriver, and other than when I tried to do it without looking, I scratched that up. If I hadn't done that, I would even have a single scratch on any of my interior panels. That actually came out really good. Apparently, when they haven't been outside for 7 years, in the Florida heat and humidity, they're easier to get out. Who would have thought? So now, let's try, almost did a face reveal there. Not that I would really care. I don't really have anything to hide in terms of looks, so. Oh, I forgot she's locked underneath, so you're gonna wanna somehow get her up and over. Oh, are you kidding me? Bro. Well, apparently there's another one you get to deal with. This time it's behind a piece of plastic that doesn't want to stay and scratches up easily, apparently. Well, I guess I'll see you again in another second. That was pretty bad, but not as bad as I thought. The other part is underneath, or behind this panel now. That's great. I'm just going to try to get this. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, so push this, push that, and now You're joking. Oh my god, seriously? Well, another bolt. I'm probably not going to put that one back in when I put this all together. Let's just be honest. Okay, that's out. Let's see what happens now. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Now for the slightly fun part, I mean. I'm gonna have to climb up in here, aren't I? What can I use to lay my back on? Crap. Well, that's where the bolt goes right there. That right there is your actuator. Let me find out this thing is even plugged in or something. Wouldn't that just be... Okay, well, let's do it, I guess. Tell you what size it is after it's out. Oh. Alright, so gotta get some tools to get in here, because to take those bolts out on that thing, so I just drove with this stuff all off to Harbor Freight and got the nicest, highest quality are made in China that money can buy. Are these gonna last more than 5 minutes of use? No, probably not. But I got not one, but two. Funny, this was actually the only one on the shelf that actually ratcheted. All the other ones just spun freely. This is about the size of my hand. My hands are really big, so that's really misleading, but they're small, so I can get up in there. That's what she said. Yeah, and do that. It is 10 o'clock and I have till 1 to get this all done. Because at 2 I have a job interview actually. Hopefully I gotta get a shower and everything, and I gotta get some nice clothes on, even though it's an auto parts store, but oops, just dropped that on my nice mint condition interior. Which one should I use? Tap and check which one I think I should use first. Well, too late, because I have to upload this when it's done anyway, so I'm just gonna use this one first, because it's longer, so I'll have more leverage. These are Loctited, but they're not very tight. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this piece of crap off of it, and I'll hopefully God my sockets I got fit on into this. Probably not. Okay. If you're in Florida, find a guy with an air conditioning garage to do this crap in. So there must be some, yeah, there's some adhesive, because it wouldn't come. I just pushed it upwards like this, and she just comes right on out. You're gonna want to unplug all of these. But now that that's out the way, ouch! Just smashed my head into my e-brake. Right behind this metal thing. Right there, that's your little actuator. Oh! This is really clean in here, other than that right there. Oh, not to my teeth. Ooh. Okay, well, I just had a homeless guy come up to me thinking I was stuck underneath my car. That was kind of awkward and embarrassing. He was on something. I'm not sure what, but he was on something. But let's get this OnStar module disconnected. LG assembled in China. I wonder if this is actually the radio. I don't think so. I think it's probably just like a OnStar module. But I'm probably just gonna connect this temporarily when I drive it, because I don't want anything to OnStar to go wrong. Like, it thinks my car's been reported stolen, so it'll disable the gas pedal while I'm driving or nothing like that, or have any errors. So, and this is pretty heavy, so that's like, if I just let it, it'll hit my gas pedal and make my car go, so I definitely don't want that. Not sure what that is. That's not what the floor AC comes out of. I don't know what that does, but let's get this out and try to squeeze my face and camera into this area where this module is right here and try to show you where you need to take the bolts out of it. Okay, I am now on my back. Yeah, it's a little hot out here, I gotta admit. There's 3 screws in total, and all I can see is 2, so that's good news. Maybe I can take this bracket thing off. Looks like it just clips in right there. And it has 1 bolt right there. I don't know if you have to take this off, but I can never tell you now. There's no way I'm going to get a screwdriver to get that off with this in the way. So let's see what happens when you pull this bolt out. That's covered in dust. That's great. And then we'll go from there, and the camera's upside down, so that's unfortunate. Can't breathe. A massive update. Took this out for bolts, same size as the other ones in there. And I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna tap with the screwdriver and see what happens. And you won't believe it. It works. It works again. So now I don't know if I'm gonna try to squeeze the thing out and still replace it. Like, this is really hard, okay? I have to somehow remove that bolt right there to get this stupid plate out, just to be able to get a screwdriver in there to get it out. Wait a minute. I can get that screw right there. I'm gonna try to get the screw out. 1 second. Don't know how I've done it, but I got that thing out. Sorry, I'm too tired. This is gonna be more of a video of me doing it instead of a tutorial, because I just can't. It's too hot. That's the thing right there. I'm gonna go take a picture of this, go to the auto parts store and try to get a new one, and I'll catch you when everything's back together, and hope to God this piece of crap works. Dear God. Well, I jerry rigged it. Can't see nothing because the flash is long because I'm in the daytime, but I got the part. This is also my knee protector 2000. It's a Dorman, being it's the only one they have. I was going to do an AC Delco, but I'm not waiting 6 years for it to come in the mail. So that's the part. It's probably going to last about a week before it breaks, but let's get back home. Here at O'Reilly's. Turn on some Elton John real quick. Okay guys, so I know I did a lot without you guys. I got the bracket in somehow, got the bolts back in, but it was only 3 screws holding the actuator itself in. I have the new one installed. This is the old one. This did not line up, so I actually took this old one because this does not move. Like, this locks in place because the gears are in there actually working now, I guess. I used that and I turned it until it wouldn't turn no more, and then the new one just fit right in. I didn't recalibrate it or anything. I turned the key, turn the AC on, push the buttons up there immediately, and it works. I didn't have to recalibrate or nothing. Probably going to when I get back for my interviews. I don't have enough time to put all this stuff back because I have to take a shower because I'm sweaty as crap because it's 90,000 fucking degrees outside. But that's a job well done. Thanks for watching. I might include a video of it all put back together at the end because I'm using iMovie. I don't know. This video is probably like 30 minutes long already, which is kind of longer than I expected it to, but now I can actually use my air freshener and not have the smell be gone in less than a day and be replaced with car fumes because I don't have a recirculate button. But now I do. The air is so much colder and it blows so much harder. That's what he said. Oh. It's moving right now by itself. That's weird. I hear it moving around down there. Let's see what happens when I... That's my dash cam. Air's not coming out of my feet like it was, so now I'm gonna push this. Air does not come out of here comes out of here. I have a front defrost. Yeah, I got a defrost. That's good. Not that I ever even use it because it's Florida, but most importantly, AC. And listen to the power of this thing. It takes a while to build up, but that's like twice as powerful as it was before. Holy crap! Jesus. We'll turn that down a little bit. And I'll turn it right back up as soon as I stop recording because it's hot as crap in here. 92. If you're working in your driveway or your yard, you're definitely going to need an old seat cushion that your mom doesn't use. Hopefully it's in a plastic bag like this one so your mom doesn't have a little fit that you got dirt on your towels. It's nothing to use an old towel. Put my seat back a little bit. Yeah, I did put the seat back. It made no difference, but if you're a bigger guy, you probably have to do it. I'm skinny. I'm 6 foot, like 120 pounds, so I didn't really need to do that, but I thought it'd make it better, but it didn't. Other than putting the covers back on, you just gotta slide your thing back in if you took it off, and of course, you know, pull it, make sure it still works. I can sort of tell you, I can pop my hood right there, but I'm not going to, because I'm not gonna have my hood open, because I'm afraid to shut it and I'm gonna fly up and hit my windshield. But that's a job well done. See you next time. Well, I'm back from my interviews, but it is now having a massive torrential downpour, so I'll be waiting tomorrow to do that. Isn't that right? He seems unhappy, just a little bit. Well, it's still kind of sprinkling, but I'm just putting this back in. I was only able to get that one in. I gave up and lost the other piece. It fell behind this, where it's never going to be seen again, so that's fine. Yeah, just tightening this up, and now literally all you have to do is ignore that. That's supposed to bend like that, I guess, from the factory. That's the way it was before. Is pop the tabs in on that tan or whatever black piece, whatever your interior color is. Mine is tan, so mine will be tan as well. Pop back into place. Put the 2 screws in right here and there, and you can consider it a job well done. And I'll rehook this up if you chose to remove it completely like I did. I don't know how you would be able to do it not removing it, but yeah. Also, it's weird that the old models had like a storage cubby here, and after like 2012 they removed it and just they left this the same, but made it just a hood latch, which goes right about there, I think. But yeah, catch you when it's done. Before I put this back in, I wanted to show you guys how to reconnect this. It's hard to do with one hand, but if I can just hold it like that, flip it around, and then push. Hear that click? She's installed. That's all there is to it. Oh, sorry about that. And now you're just gonna pop it in from this angle instead of downward like I did. I was not aware of that. You can see there's some stress marks on the plastic. Yeah. Definitely look this up before you remove things. Learned my lesson on my cousin's 1997 Crown Vic, but that would have broken anyways if I did it the right way because it's like 24 years old. But let's stop talking and get this installed. Alright, now it's time to reinstall these screws. Don't mind your massive panel gap, that's just a Chevy thing. And put your brake on so you can fit your tool in there and turn the screw. Oh, make sure you turn it the right way. I definitely don't forget my right from left. Definitely not when driving too. Nothing like that. Definitely not at all. I'm not even going to bother using the tool. I'm just going to hand tighten this because I am turning it into plastic. Like I'm screwing into plastic. So just use your hands, get the bolt started, and then just take your socket and throw it on by hand. I kind of rate this repair out of a 10. I'd probably say, in terms of difficulty, probably a 5. The headlight bulbs are definitely a 9 if you have a 2014 without the access cover on the inner fender liner thing. You know what? I am going to use the ratchet. Gonna load around there, turn that spot, make sure it's on tight. But this was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, because you gotta get up into this, and this is a very expensive repair at the dealership, and I just did it for $36. Granted, I do have a pretty large knowledge of cars, but I do have a little bit less patience than most mechanics probably have. But this went a lot smoother than I thought. So I'm gonna end this video here. I'm just gonna take my tools back in the house and call us a job well done. Thanks for watching. Hopefully yours works too. If you do have to recalibrate it, you just simply remove 2 fuses, 12 and 14, I believe. If not, it's 21. Then turn the ignition on without starting the car for about a minute. Then turn it off and restart the fuses, and then start the engine. Don't push any of the buttons for like 20 or 30 seconds. No, 40 seconds, I mean. And then after that, you should be able to change it. I accidentally hit the stop record button, but yeah, that's it. As you guys can see, the part was $36 from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Did have to drive for about 40 minutes just to get the part, but do what you gotta do. Thankfully, you won't have to do that if I get my job as a parts delivery driver at Advanced Auto in the Clearwater, Florida area. Yeah. Also, I forgot to put a bolt in, but nothing is broken, so I honestly don't even care. I'll probably use this on something else. I don't know. I'm just gonna put that in there and hope I don't see that and be like, oh crap, bolt fell out. My car's falling apart already. But, oh, there's a little. I like to keep my car very clean. See, there's slight discoloration from wear. Hopefully that comes out if I have detailed. I keep very good keep my car. 41,000 miles for 2014 is relatively low miles. This is the tool that I use. Tool set. It's just a basic Amazon.com special. Ordinary kindness only. Unless you can read it upside down, you don't know what that says, but this is extraordinary kindness only. So it comes with all the stuff. All I used was this ratchet and the 7, the 10, the extension, because it's kind of big, flathead, and the Phillips head. That's it. That's all I really need to do this job, other than the part itself. But I will have more videos coming soon, maybe, for the Chevy, so it won't be long to have to replace something else. One of the things I want to do is I want to try to go to a salvage yard like LKQ and find one of these. This has been missing since the car is new. That's why my mom got a deal on it, because that was missing from the car. No one knows what it was. The car was test drove 2 times in Tennessee where it was built. They couldn't sell it. Sent it down to Florida when my mom got it. Then she gave it to me when she got that Mazda over there in the garage. 2021. But yeah, that's it. Still has the original AutoNation thing. I wanted to save that. I thought that was really cool that I still had that. But I'm gonna take these tools in, and that's literally it. There's nothing else to do. This car is perfect. These guys, these LEDs. I also want to get this unfogged, this this one's not foggy because this was replaced in a small fender bender. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Only reason why I installed them was I was going to take this car to Bryson City, North Carolina in the mountains, and I needed good headlights for nighttime driving, which we never even did, so it was kind of useless. But the one time I did have to drive at night, these headlights are very good. They're by Sea Light. All I did to find them was just look up. That's so weird. It's like black stuff coming off of there. I don't know what that is from, but yeah, they're by Sea Light, and they were like $69. Not bad. Comes with the high beams too. It's just really bad to replace them. But that's it. See you next time. Oh, I also replaced the inside lights with LEDs. That was about $40, but it was worth it because the one back there burnt out. And I was like, why not replace them all with LEDs? It was worth it. But this time, for real. Goodbye.